Namaste, Bhai Viniharo. In previous class, you learned the past continuous tense, the structure of past continuous tense, and negative of the past continuous tense. Okay. Today, you are going to learn. Guess. What are you going to learn? Guess. Okay. You are going to learn here the use of past continuous tense and the questions of the past continuous tense. I mean, when to use past continuous tense and when not to use, plus how to form questions of the past continuous tense. Okay, so first of all, I want to teach you questions of the past continuous tense. Okay, here, were they playing football yesterday at 6 o'clock? Yes, they were. They were playing football. Okay. And was he playing yesterday morning? No, he wasn't. He was eating. Okay. Here, uh, were they playing football yesterday at 6 o'clock? And was he playing yesterday morning? They are questions. Okay. They are the questions. Okay. So, how, let's see how they are formed. Okay. First, what comes here? Were. Okay. Were is the past form of be verb in plural, and they is the subject, and playing is the ing form of the verb. Okay. In the same way, here, was is the past form of be verb, singular, and he is subject, and playing ing form of the verb. Okay. So, uh, think about it. Now I'm going to ask you, what is the structure of the question of the past continuous tense? How to form the questions? First, what comes here? Yes, was, were. Okay. And after that, subject. Then, okay, ing form of the verb plus questions. Okay. Yeah. So now he was eating. Uh, what is the question of this sentence? It was. Okay. And he, yeah, is the subject. After that, eating and question mark. Okay. They were playing football yesterday evening. Now, what could be the question? Were. Okay. And then they, yes, playing football yesterday evening, then question mark. Okay. Now, what is the structure of the questions of the past continuous tense? How to form the question of past continuous tense? First, be verb, past form of the be verb, that is was, were, then plus, after that subject we use, and then verb ing, after that questions. Okay, sign of interrogation. Don't forget to put here sign of interrogation. Okay, now let's do some practices here. Change the following sentences into ask the questions. Okay, he was flying a kite all yesterday. What can be the question here? Yes, was he flying a kite all yesterday? Okay, was subject ing form. Remember, they were playing the drums all night. What can be the question here? Yes, were they playing the drums all night? Okay. She was cooking at this time yesterday. Was she cooking at this time yesterday? Okay, good. And it was raining cats and dogs at this time yesterday. What can be the questions? Okay, was it raining cats and dogs at this time yesterday? Okay, good. Okay, now you will learn when to use past continuous tense. Okay, past continuous tense is used to talk about the action that was happening, that was in progress, that was continuing, okay, during a period of time in the past. For example, here, uh, Poonam's brother was studying all night. Here was the period of time, all night, okay? In the same way, they were digging the field all yesterday, okay? We were working all day. So the action was happening in the past, okay? Uh, in the past, during a period of time, we use past continuous tense, okay? So all night, all yesterday, all the day, so period of time, right? Okay, next. Past continuous tense is used to express the action that was happening during a particular moment in the past. Okay, the action which was happening, which was continuing during a particular moment. That means during a particular time. Okay, in shortened time in the past. For that also we use here past continuous tense. For example, at 8 o'clock yesterday she was cooking. So what's the particular moment? At 8 o'clock is particular moment, okay? 8 o'clock yesterday, particular moment in the past, right? So another example, at 11 o'clock last week, I was writing a story. So to show particular during a particular moment that something was happening in the past. For that also we use past continuous tense. Okay. Next, when two actions that were in progress, that were continuing in the past at the same time. Okay, both action, uh, two actions going together at the same time, we use also past continuous tense. Okay, for example, here, uh, singing. Okay, she is singing. Last week at 4 o'clock, last week, she is singing. And at the same time, he was dancing. So we can say here, while she was singing, he was dancing. Okay, we use while here, and while she was singing he was dancing, both actions in past continuous tense. Okay, both actions were happening at the same time in the past. Okay, so another example here. Okay, sorry, he was dancing while she was singing. So we can place while in the beginning of the sentence or in the middle of the sentence or between the sentence. Okay, so another example again. Okay, yesterday 6:30 p.m. Shabu, Shabu was eating, and at the same time Sarita was cooking. So we can say while Shabu was eating, Sarita was cooking, or Sarita was cooking while Shabu was eating. So we can use in this case while. Okay, and both sentences are in past continuous tense, right? Okay, here yesterday, Nina and Romy. Okay, Nina started to write a story at 7 o'clock, and 8 o'clock she was writing, not finished. Okay, 9 o'clock she finished writing a story. So, but Romy called her at 8 o'clock. So this action interrupted this action. Okay, so past continuous tense used to describe an unfinished action that was interrupted by another action. Okay, this is unfinished action. Okay, when she called her, action was not finished. Okay, she had not finished writing. Okay, so this action interrupted this action. Okay, this unfinished action, right? At the time also we use past continuous tense, and the action that interrupted unfinished action that is written in simple past. Okay, simple past means verb two, and we use when, and unfinished action is written in past continuous. So you can say Nina was writing a story when Rami called her. Okay, and when Rami called Nina, she was writing a story. So you can place here when in the beginning and in the middle. Okay, so when you when you use when in the beginning, you should put here comma. Okay, so question is, when she called her, what was she doing? Okay, when Rami called Nina, Nina was writing a story. So this is unfinished action. This is interrupted action. Okay. In the same way here, another example, they started to have dinner at 6 p.m. and they finished having dinner at 7:30. Okay. The telephone rang at 6:30. So What were they doing when the telephone rang? What were they doing when the telephone rang? Okay, they were eating. Okay, they were having dinner, right? Okay, so when the telephone rang, okay, when the telephone rang, they were eating, or they were eating when the telephone rang, or we can say when the telephone rang, they were eating. So, okay, so when plus simple past and on unfinished action is uh, past continuous. Okay, remember here. Uh, okay, we can use while for the same meaning. Okay, they started to have dinner at 6 p.m. Finished having at 7:30. The telephone rang at 6:30. So while they were eating, yes, while they were eating, the telephone rang, or the telephone rang while they were eating. Okay, here is mistake. Comma is not. Okay, comma should not be here. Uh, okay, so while they were eating, the telephone rang, and the telephone rang while they were eating. Same meaning. Okay, we can use while, we can use when. When we use when plus simple past, unfinished action is written in past continuous. And when we use while plus uncertain action, that means it is written in past continuous tense and another sentence simple past. Okay, remember this. Okay, same here. While she was writing a story, her friend called her. Okay, and yes, okay. Uh, Here, when Romy called Nina, she was writing a story. So how we can say using while? While Nina was writing a story, Romy called her. Romy called Nina while she was writing. Okay. In the same way, they were eating when the telephone rang. It can be said using while also. So while they were eating, the telephone rang. The telephone rang while they were eating. So they have the same meaning. Only you have to remember when we use when and when we use uh, when we use when the sentence is simple past and another sentence is past continuous tense, and when we use while plus past continuous and another sentence simple past. Remember this, okay? So, okay. Now, when not to use past continuous tense, okay? Past continuous tense cannot be used with stative verbs. In English, there are two types of verbs, stative verbs and action verbs. Action verbs are called dynamic verbs also. So action verbs are like the verbs run, eat, speak, play, drive, study, cook. Okay, so you can where there is physical involvement, right? But stative verbs that show uh, the state or condition. That means emotional state or mental state or some other. Okay, so here, for example, stative verbs are know, hate, own, have, need, etc. So such verbs cannot be used in past continuous tense. Okay, for example, here. Okay, here it is wrong to say he was hating dogs because hate is the verb uh, which belong to stative verbs. Okay, so it is wrong, right? Instead of he was hating dogs, we can say he hated dogs. We can use simple past. Okay, I was knowing her for many years. Here, mental state. So this is stative verb. So it is wrong to say I was knowing her for many years. Okay, so instead of this, we can say I knew her for many years, right? She was wanting to call him. It is also wrong. Okay. Instead of this, we can say she wanted to call him. We were wanting a beautiful car. Here, one is the position. It shows position. So it is also stative verb. So it is wrong to say We were wanting a beautiful car. Okay. You were needing to bring back that. It's also wrong. Okay. She was having a watch here. Having means have refers to possession. So it is wrong to say she was having a watch. But we were having a party. Here have means not possession. It is do. So we can say we were having a party. They were having a fun. They were having a good time. Okay. So have uh, sometimes have can be steady verb and have can be dynamic verb. Okay. So when it is dynamic, we can say we can use past continuous tense, and when it is stative, we can't use past continuous tense. And stative verb cannot be used with any other continuous form also. Okay, so here, thank you so much for this class, and I hope you are clear about the use of past continuous tense and yes no questions, and you know when to use past continuous tense and when not to use. Okay, if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, share, and like and share. Okay, comment also. Okay, namaste.